The way many of us view the world is literally colored by our perception of light at different frequencies. Different colors can influence how we feel, and that knowledge is widely used in branding and marketing, of course. Junwei Sum tells us much more.
The blue of the sea, the green of the jungle. Contrast these colors with the oranges and reds of a sunset, or the bright yellows in a field of sunflowers. How do these different colors make you feel? That's the science and art of color psychology.
There's been a lot of research trying to understand exactly how color influences everything from our moods to our decision making, but it's still a very new field because color is so subjective.
From the colors on the wall to the furniture you choose or what you wear, the colors we surround ourselves with have an impact on us. Those in branding and marketing know how that can work for businesses.
Number one, it can help you attract your desired clients. So it can actually connect to the people that you want to purchase your product or sign up for your service. It can also help you differentiate from your competition. So if there are other folks in your industry who are doing things that are similar, color is a way that you can stand out and be recognizable in your market. And you can use color to influence someone's psychology.
For example, fast food giant McDonald's has yellows that trigger feelings of happiness and reds entice appetite. Blues used in many bank and corporate logos elicit a sense of steadiness and trust. And a combination of colors evokes its own emotions.
If I were to take like a bright red color, the psychology of that bright red might make someone feel like scared or alert or concerned. But if I were to combine that red with like some oranges and some creamy beiges and some pinks, it might make them feel like warm, nostalgic, safe.
Brands that use color effectively can influence consumers to purchase and inspire brand loyalty. But is it enough for marketers to cut through today's media saturation?
One is they have to make sure that they are communicating their core values very consistently across all media. And that's not just color, but they have to think about how color can get people's attention and support their core values.
And she says, brands should be aware that people from different cultures may respond to colors differently. Though this year pink, as in Barbie pink, seems to have been a hit around the world. Junwei Sum, CGTN.
All right, good stuff there. Joining us is Mike Merchant, the CEO of Codazen and founder of Perception.io. Perception, of course, is the first generative AI tool that allows you to input emotive words and then creates a color palette for you. I hope I'm explaining this correctly. Welcome to the show from Irvine, California. I'm gonna let you explain how Perception works and who's gonna use it and how they're gonna use it.
Yeah, thank you for having me. As you said, the website is Perception.io, and it's it's really a pragmatic and useful way of using AI. So we're excited about that. It translates words into meaningful color palettes. So I started a digital agency 16 years ago called Codazen. We design websites, email campaigns, and apps, and we're always dealing with color, and we have to use the right colors that evoke the right emotions. What really inspired us to do this was we were doing a brand refresh for our own company a few years ago and really digging deep into this and trying to convey a mood of our company being agile and intelligent and confident. And the tools available to us were really limited, and there was really no way to validate the colors that we had selected. So we happened to be forming a data science team at that point. So we gave them, their first assignment was to see if they can train a computer to understand the relationships between words and colors.
So let me ask you this, Mike. What's the difference between having your computer or algorithm figure out what colors are best to promote certain brands versus hiring human beings, which is the way it's, I assume, currently being done by most companies?
Yeah, so it's really a tool this is a tool for human beings to help them identify those colors. So as your earlier segment mentioned, colors do come off as being very subjective. But what we did is we trained our algorithm on millions of human-generated color palettes so that we could help designers select the right colors that go well together. That's the easy part. The hard part is really training an AI to understand the meaning behind those words in relation to the color psychology, as the example, that was given earlier about McDonald's. So yeah, our tool, we've been able to get about an 80% confidence in generating color palettes that'll work for approximately a quarter of the English language. So that's about 40,000 words. And it's going to learn over time how different people respond to those colors.
You are currently in beta testing, so I imagine you have customers or some customers using it now and giving you feedback. Who's your target market, and how do you intend to make money from this?
Yeah, so the target market is really primarily professional designers. This is a tool to help professionals, and that can be any kind of designer, an interior designer, a fashion designer, or somebody in marketing and advertising. Even set designers for a movie, like you mentioned Barbie, in each scene of that movie, Barbie's going through a lot of different things, and that movie designer, the movie director wants to create a set that's going to reflect for that particular frame of the movie the emotions of that scene. So that's the primary market is those creative professionals that are involved in designing with color. The second audience is really consumers that would have kind of do-it-yourself experiences. So imagine you go into a paint store and you can use that company's either mobile app or kiosk to select colors that'll work for your living room. And so those would be experienced through that company's tools.
Where are you in the development process now? You're a startup, like you told us. So I assume you've raised some money or have some money, and then you might need to raise money. Where are you on that development stage?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. So we launched our beta version in June. We've really this developed as an R&D project within our agency. So we've been completely self-funding it through the profits of our agency Codazen. But we launched the beta in June. We've already had thousands of users sign up, and we'll be launching a subscription service. The pricing will be about $14 a month starting in January. So that'll be really priced for even amateur designers, hopefully can afford that. And yeah, we're excited to roll out all kinds of new features with it as well.
I mean, I love the idea. I'm a big brand person. We love the colors. We love all the creativity that surrounds it. I was just thinking while you were talking that universities, people who are learning design or working on design and truly, have the unlimited blank palette to work with, they probably would love something like your product. Have you had a chance to talk to universities about this and get their feedback?
Absolutely. We've talked to a lot of universities that are really excited about it, and we're going to make sure that it's actually available for free for students. We're really excited about that. And we've actually partnered with Utah State University. They're actually leading academic research, because when we looked into this problem, we found actually surprisingly little academic research. Even though color psychology is such a big thing, there was very little research on how to objectively go from emotive words into color palettes. So
yeah, I mean, look, you show somebody some colors, I'll get you 100 people, and you get 100 different answers. I'm going to guess. Before I let you go, I want to ask you. You're in the startup world, and we've talked a lot about how startups are coming under considerable pressure because of where the markets are, where interest rates are. Are you seeing that in your circle of investors and circle of entrepreneurs?
Yeah, definitely. It's a challenging time to raise money. It's a challenging time for startups. Fortunately, we've got a great business, and like I said, we've been able to self-fund this. So we'll see if we get to that point. If we haven't actually approached venture capital yet, but that we'll let you know when we when we get to that point.
It's an exciting roadmap. A lot of companies have gone through it. It seems like you have a pretty good foundation to work upon. Mike, I look forward to hearing your progress. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.